When we talk about acne, most people immediately think of dirt, oil, and clogged pores. It sounds simple, right? Just clean your face more often and it'll clear up. But here's the truth, acne isn't just a surface issue, it's a story happening underneath your skin. And if you don't understand the plot, you can't fix the ending. The real cause of acne lies in a combination of factors: hormones, inflammation, excess oil production, and bacteria that thrive in a clogged environment. Each one plays a role in what eventually shows up on your face. Let's start with hormones because they're the behind-the-scenes directors of the whole process. When your body produces more androgens, those are hormones that increase oil production. The sebaceous glands go into overdrive. Suddenly, your pores are flooded with sebum, which mixes with dead skin cells. That sticky combination forms a plug. Now, if your pores were wide open, that plug might dry out and become a blackhead. But if the pore is sealed off, it creates the perfect environment for bacteria to grow. And that's when inflammation steps in. Your body sees bacteria as an invader and the immune system reacts. Redness, swelling, tenderness, that's the skin's version of sounding the alarm. So acne isn't about not washing your face enough. It's about your skin reacting to an internal imbalance and external buildup at the same time. And that's where most people get frustrated. They scrub harder, use stronger products, or switch routines every week. But the truth is, when you treat only what you see on the surface, you're not addressing what's causing it underneath. The key is balance, understanding your skin, listening to its signals, and responding with care instead of force. Another important thing to realize is that everyone's skin behaves differently. Genetics, environment, stress, and diet all influence how your body produces oil and sheds dead skin. Some people can use heavier products and never see a breakout. Others just look at a greasy meal and feel a pimple coming on. It's about learning what your skin needs, not what's trending online. For example, if your skin feels tight after washing, that's a sign your cleanser might be too harsh. When your skin is stripped of its natural oils, it actually compensates by producing more oil, which leads right back to clogged pores, the exact thing you were trying to avoid. Now let's talk about bacteria. The skin naturally has a microbiome, a community of good and bad bacteria living in balance. When that balance is disrupted, usually by excess oil or blocked pores, the ache-causing bacteria multiply. That's why it's so important not to overuse antibacterial cleansers or harsh treatments. They can wipe out the good bacteria your skin needs to stay healthy. Think of your skin like a small ecosystem. You want harmony, not total destruction. Then there's inflammation, the body's natural response to protect and heal. But when it comes to acne, inflammation can be both friend and foe. On one hand, it's trying to fight infection. On the other, it's what makes pimples painful and red. That's why calming the skin is just as important as cleansing it. A good skincare routine doesn't just target the bacteria or oil, it also supports your skin's ability to repair itself. Ingredients like niacinamide, green tea extract, or aloe can help reduce inflammation without over drying or irritating the skin further. Stress also plays a big role, though most people underestimate it. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, which can trigger more oil production. That's why you might notice breakouts popping up right before a big event or during a tough week. It's not a coincidence, it's your skin responding to what's happening inside your body. So yes, relaxation, sleep, and emotional health aren't just nice extras, they're part of acne control. And finally, diet. While food alone doesn't cause acne, certain foods can influence your hormones and oil production. High glycemic foods, think sugary snacks, white bread, or processed carbs can spike insulin levels, which in turn increases oil production. On the other hand, antioxidant-rich foods and omega-3s can help reduce inflammation and support clearer skin. So while no one's saying you need to give up every treat, it's worth noticing how your skin reacts to what you eat. When you step back and look at all these factors together, you start to see that acne isn't random, it's a reaction. Every breakout is your skin trying to tell you something about what's happening underneath. And once you understand that, you stop blaming your skin and start working with it. That's the foundation of any successful at-home deep cleansing routine, not just washing away dirt, but understanding what your skin needs to heal from within. Because when you treat the cause, not just the symptom, that's when real, lasting change begins. And that's when your skin finally starts to breathe again. When it comes to acne and deep cleansing, the first thing people usually think is, I just need to wash my face more. But here's the thing, cleansing isn't a race to see how much oil or dirt you can strip away. It's about balance. Your skin isn't the enemy, it's trying to protect you every day, but sometimes the way we cleanse throws that natural balance completely off. And when that happens, your skin fights back with more oil, more breakouts, and more frustration. The truth is, cleansing is the foundation of everything else you do for your skin. If that step isn't done right, even the best serums, masks, or spot treatments won't perform the way they should. Think of it like painting a wall. You can't get a smooth, even coat if the surface underneath is covered in dust and grime. Proper cleansing preps your skin, clears away buildup, and allows your treatments to sink in where they're meant to work. Now, not all cleansers are created equal. What works for one person might completely throw off another's skin. The goal isn't to find the most powerful formula. It's to find one that respects your skin barrier. That thin, invisible layer is what keeps moisture in and bacteria out. When it's stripped by harsh soaps or over-cleansing, the skin gets irritated, inflamed, and more prone to acne. You'll see it as tightness, redness, or a rough texture after washing. That's your skin's way of saying, hey, you went too far. So let's break this down in a way that makes sense for everyday life. If you wear makeup, sunscreen, or live in a city with pollution, you need a cleanser that can dissolve all that buildup without overdoing it. That's where double cleansing comes in. The first step, an oil-based cleanser, might sound counterintuitive if you have acne, but it's actually one of the best ways to dissolve excess sebum, makeup, and impurities. Oil attracts oil, it loosens up everything clogging your pores. The second step, a gentle water-based cleanser, then lifts away the residue and leaves your skin clean but comfortable. Together, they get deep into the pores without harsh scrubbing or stripping. Now, some people think foam cleansers are the gold standard because they leave that squeaky clean feeling. But that squeaky sensation usually means your skin's natural oils are gone. For oily or acne-prone skin, that's a recipe for disaster. The body senses dryness and compensates by producing even more oil, so instead of controlling shine, you end up with even more buildup. A better approach is to look for low foam or gel-based cleansers with gentle surfactants. Ingredients like cocoa glucoside or dicyl glucoside, they clean without disrupting your skin's natural balance. Temperature also matters more than you think. Hot water can feel soothing, but it actually expands blood vessels and strips the skin barrier faster. Cold water won't cleanse effectively because it doesn't break down oil. Lukewarm is the sweet spot. It helps loosen debris without shocking your skin. It's a small detail, but those little habits add up to big changes over time. And here's another mistake people make. They rush the process. Cleansing should take at least 30 to 60 seconds. That's the time it takes for the cleanser to actually emulsify oils and lift away debris. Massage gently in circular motions, focusing on areas where oil tends to build up, around the nose, chin, and forehead. That motion not only helps remove impurities, but also boosts circulation, bring in oxygen and nutrients to the surface. Think of it as giving your skin a mini workout. If your skin is sensitive or prone to irritation, ingredients like glycerin, panthenol, or ceramides can help restore moisture and calm inflammation. They cushion the cleansing process, so your skin feels refreshed instead of raw. And don't underestimate the towel you use. Rough fabrics can cause micro tears that irritate acne-prone areas. Use a soft, clean towel and pat gently instead of rubbing. It sounds simple, but these small touches are what make cleansing a healing ritual instead of a harsh routine. Consistency is key here. Cleansing once in a while or skipping when you're tired sends mixed signals to your skin. It needs that rhythm, morning and night, to stay balanced. In the morning, cleansing removes sweat and overnight oil. At night, it's about clearing away makeup, pollution, and the grime of the day. When you make it a daily ritual, you're not just cleaning your face, you're maintaining an environment where acne has no place to thrive. Cleansing is more than the first step in your skincare routine. It's the foundation that determines how every other product performs. When you get it right, everything else, your exfoliants, serums, and moisturizers, can finally do their job effectively. Your pores stay clearer, your texture smoother, and your skin feels like it's breathing again, because at the end of the day, cleansing isn't about removing, it's about resetting. It's the quiet, consistent step that sets the stage for clear, healthy, confident skin. When your skin feels rough, looks dull, or your pores seem permanently clogged, no matter what cleanser you use, that's usually a sign it's time to exfoliate. Exfoliation is one of the most misunderstood steps in skincare, and yet it's also one of the most transformative when done right. It's not about scrubbing your face raw or using gritty products that make you feel like you've sanded your skin clean. It's about gently guiding your skin to let go of what it no longer needs. Dead cells, excess oil, and buildup that block the path to healing. Every day, your skin naturally sheds dead cells to make room for new ones, but sometimes that process slows down because of age, hormones, or just the stress of daily life. When those dead cells build up, they mix with oil inside your pores and trap bacteria underneath. That's the beginning of congestion. Blackheads, and eventually breakouts. Exfoliation helps sweep away that barrier so your pores can breathe and your skin can function the way it's meant to. Now, there are two main ways to exfoliate: physical and chemical. Physical exfoliation uses small particles or tools to manually slough off dead cells. Think scrubs, brushes, or textured pads. Chemical exfoliation, on the other hand, relies on ingredients like salicylic acid, glycolic acid, or lactic acid to dissolve the glue that holds those dead cells together. Both can work beautifully, but the secret lies in moderation and method. Most people start with physical exfoliation because it gives that instant smoothness, but here's where many go wrong. They scrub too hard or too often. The skin's surface is delicate. Over-exfoliating can cause micro tears, irritation, and redness, making acne worse instead of better. The goal isn't to force your skin to renew, it's to encourage it gently. A soft touch once or twice a week is more than enough. Use circular motions and let the product do the work, not the pressure of your hands. And always follow with hydration to replenish what you've removed. For acne-prone or oily skin, chemical exfoliation tends to be the real game changer. Salicylic acid is oil-soluble, meaning it can travel deep into pores and clear out the gunk that causes blackheads and whiteheads. Glycolic acid, derived from sugarcane, works on the surface, brightening dull areas and improving texture. Lactic acid, which is gentler, also adds hydration while it exfoliates, making it ideal for sensitive skin types. When used correctly, these acids don't just unclog pores, they improve the overall tone, texture, and resilience of your skin over time. The trick with chemical exfoliants is patience. You don't need to use them daily to see results. In fact, your skin needs time to adjust and regenerate. Start slowly, once or twice a week, and pay attention to how your skin responds. Tingling is normal, burning or peeling isn't. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Think of it as training your skin to perform better, layer by layer. What makes exfoliation so powerful is that it not only clears away what's blocking your pores, but also enhances the performance of everything else in your routine. Once the dead layer of skin is gone, your cleansers penetrate better, your serums absorb deeper, and your moisturizers lock in hydration more effectively. You're no longer treating a surface problem, you're optimizing your skin from the inside out. That's why regular exfoliation becomes the bridge between cleansing and real transformation. But exfoliation isn't just about products, it's about timing and care. If your skin is already irritated or you're using strong acne treatments, you need to be extra cautious. Combining too many actives at once, like acids, retinoids, or benzoyl peroxide, can overwhelm your skin. It's like trying to sprint before you've warmed up. Give your skin rest days, let it breathe, because skin that's overworked is skin that can't heal properly. Hydration after exfoliation is non-negotiable. When you remove dead cells, you're exposing fresh skin underneath that's more vulnerable to dryness and irritation. That's the perfect time to feed it with calming, hydrating ingredients like hyaluronic acid, aloe, or ceramides. It's like watering new plants after clearing away old weeds. You're nurturing growth, not just removing obstacles. And here's something most people overlook: sun protection. Exfoliated skin is more sensitive to UV damage, so sunscreen becomes your best friend. You can do everything right at night, but if you step into the sun unprotected, you undo all that effort in minutes. Clear skin isn't just about treatment, it's about protection. The most beautiful part of exfoliation is that it teaches you patience. It's not a quick fix, it's a process of renewal. Every time you exfoliate properly, you're giving your skin a chance to rebuild stronger, smoother, and clearer than before. You're not forcing it, you're guiding it. And when your skin starts responding, when it begins to glow instead of struggle, that's when you realize that healing isn't just about what you remove, it's about what you allow to shine through. Because true clarity doesn't come from scrubbing harder, it comes from letting your skin find its natural rhythm again. When you think of deep cleansing, there's something almost therapeutic about the idea of steam. The warmth, the relaxation, the feeling that your pores are finally opening up and letting go of everything they've been holding inside, it's satisfying on so many levels. But steaming and extractions aren't just about the spa experience, they're about giving your skin a safe, controlled way to release what's been trapped beneath the surface. When done properly, they can dramatically improve texture, minimize blackheads, and prevent new breakouts before they even begin. Now, here's the thing: steaming alone won't magically clean out your pores. It doesn't melt away oil plugs or dissolve dirt. What it does is soften the buildup inside your pores and make your skin more receptive to cleansing and treatment. Think of it as loosening a tight lid before you open a jar. It prepares your skin so that the next steps, whether that's exfoliation, extraction, or hydration, work more effectively and with less irritation. You don't need fancy equipment to do it right. A bowl of hot water and a towel can do wonders. Just make sure the water isn't boiling hot, because extreme heat can dilate blood vessels and cause redness or sensitivity. Sit about a foot away from the steam, drape a towel over your head to trap the warmth, and let your skin breathe for about 5 to 7 minutes. That's plenty. More than that, and you risk drying out your skin or overstimulating your oil glands. For an added boost, you can drop in a few calming ingredients like green tea, chamomile, or even a slice of cucumber. It's simple, soothing, and surprisingly effective. Once your skin is warmed up and pliable, That's when extraction becomes safer. This is the part where many people get overconfident. They see a blackhead and immediately go in with their fingers, nails, or some random tool. That's where damage happens. Aggressive extractions can rupture the pore wall, push bacteria deeper, and lead to scarring. So if you're going to do it at home, it has to be gentle, precise, and clean. Start by washing your hands thoroughly and wiping your tools. If you're using an extractor with alcohol, then wrap your fingertips in tissue to avoid direct contact with your nails. Apply gentle, even pressure on both sides of the blackhead, not downward but inward and upward. If it doesn't come out easily, stop. That means it's not ready. Forcing it will only cause inflammation and hyperpigmentation later. It's better to treat the area with a clay mask or salicylic acid afterward to help loosen it over time. Remember, extractions aren't meant to be an everyday ritual. Once every 2 to 3 weeks is plenty for most people. Overdoing it can lead to broken capillaries and sensitivity that takes weeks to heal. Your goal isn't to purge every pore, it's to maintain balance, keeping the skin clear enough to function properly without disrupting its natural defenses. After extractions, your skin is in a vulnerable state. The pores you've just cleared are open and more susceptible to bacteria. That's why post-extraction care is crucial. Always apply a gentle toner or cold compress to calm the skin and help the pores close back down. Then follow with a lightweight, non-comedogenic moisturizer to lock in hydration. If you have a soothing serum with niacinamide or aloe, that's the perfect time to use it. These steps reduce redness and help prevent any new breakouts from forming in the freshly treated areas. It's also worth noting that steaming and extraction should never replace your regular cleansing or exfoliation routine. They're meant to enhance it. They act as the reset button when your skin feels congested or dull. And when combined with consistent daily care, the results can be incredible. Your pores look smaller, your skin feels smoother, and that uneven, bumpy texture starts to fade. It's not because the steam changed your pores, it's because you helped your skin release what was stuck inside them safely and effectively. There's something empowering about learning how to take care of your skin with precision and respect. When you master these small techniques, you begin to understand the rhythm of your own skin, when it needs a deeper cleanse, when it needs rest, when it's telling you to stop. It's a relationship that builds over time. You stop attacking your skin and start working with it. At-home steaming and extractions, when done the right way, are not just about removing imperfections. They're about restoring clarity. They remind you that clear skin isn't about force. It's about patience, awareness, and care, because the real beauty of deep cleansing isn't just in what you take out of your pores. It's in what you give back to your skin. Calm, balance, and the freedom to finally breathe again. One of the biggest misconceptions about acne-prone skin is that it doesn't need moisture. You'd be surprised how often I hear people say, I skip moisturizer because I don't want to make my skin oily. But that mindset is exactly what keeps the skin stuck in a cycle of breakouts and irritation. The truth is, hydration and oil are not the same thing. Your skin can be oily on the surface and dehydrated underneath at the same time, and when that happens, your skin goes into survival mode, overproducing even more oil to compensate for what it's missing. The result: more congestion, more inflammation, and more acne. Hydration isn't just about applying a moisturizer, it's about restoring balance. Your skin barrier, the outermost layer that keeps moisture in and irritants out, is like a shield. When it's healthy, it protects you from pollution, bacteria, and environmental stress. But when it's damaged, tiny cracks form, allowing water to escape and irritants to sneak in. This leads to redness, sensitivity, and breakouts that seem to appear out of nowhere. You might be cleansing, exfoliating, and treating diligently, but if your barrier is compromised, your skin can't heal properly no matter what you put on it. That's why the right kind of hydration is key. After cleansing or exfoliating, your skin is in a delicate state. It's clean but vulnerable. This is when you need to replenish, not strip. Look for lightweight, non-comedogenic moisturizers that contain ingredients like hyaluronic acid, glycerin, or ceramides. These don't clog pores. They attract and hold water in the skin, restoring that soft, balanced feel without graciness. Hyaluronic acid in particular acts like a sponge, drawing moisture into the deeper layers, while ceramides help seal it in and repair the protective barrier. Together, they create a steady rhythm of hydration that calms your skin and keeps it resilient. Now, some people think they can skip moisturizer because their serum already hydrates. But serums are usually designed to deliver active ingredients. They need a moisturizer on top to lock that hydration in. Think of it like watering a plant and then covering the soil to prevent evaporation. Without that seal, the water just disappears into the air. Your moisturizer does that. It keeps the benefits in and the dryness out. Another common mistake is overusing harsh acne treatments without giving your skin time to recover. Ingredients like benzoyl peroxide, retinoids, and salicylic acid are incredibly effective when used correctly, but they can also dry and irritate the skin if overdone. The result is a weakened barrier that flakes, peels, or burns, which triggers inflammation and, ironically, more acne. The solution isn't to stop treating your skin, it's to support it. If you're using active treatments, balance them with hydrating layers in between. A soothing mist, a light gel moisturizer, or even a few drops of a barrier repairing serum can make all the difference. Hydration also affects how your skin communicates internally. When your skin is balanced and well moisturized, it sends signals to the oil glands to slow down production. But when it's dry and stripped, the glands panic. They think the skin's under attack and start pumping out more sebum. That's why you'll often notice that oily skin gets even shinier when you use drying products. It's not because the product isn't working, it's because your skin is overcompensating. Once you reintroduce proper hydration, that oil production begins to regulate itself naturally. The skin learns to find its equilibrium again. What you do on the outside is only half of the equation. Hydration starts from within, too. If you're dehydrated, your skin will show it. Drinking enough water, eating foods rich in omega-3s, and maintaining a balanced diet all support your skin's ability to retain moisture and stay supple. Caffeine, alcohol, and processed foods, on the other hand, can dehydrate you, leaving your skin dull and tired looking. When you hydrate your body, your skin reflects that care. And while we're on the subject of balance, it's important to mention that sometimes less is more. Piling on multiple products doesn't equal better results. It can actually confuse your skin. A simple routine done consistently is far more effective. Cleanse gently, treat smartly, and hydrate faithfully. When you create that balance, your skin learns to calm down. It stops reacting out of panic and starts functioning the way it's supposed to, smoothly, quietly, and beautifully. If your skin feels tight, looks flaky, or becomes shiny just a few hours after washing, that's its way of asking for hydration. Listen to those signals. Restore the moisture your skin is missing, and you'll see the difference not just in how it looks, but in how it feels. The glow that comes from a healthy barrier isn't something you can fake. It's the sign of skin that's finally at peace. At the end of the day, hydration isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. It's what turns good skincare into great results. When your skin is balanced, calm, and strong, acne has no place to thrive, because the real secret to clear skin isn't just about what you take away, it's about what you give back. The truth is, clear skin isn't something you achieve once and then forget about. It's a process, a rhythm, a relationship between you and your skin that needs care, patience, and most importantly, consistency. So many people do everything right for a week or two, get impatient when they don't see instant results, and then give up or switch routines. But skin doesn't work that way. It takes time to heal, to adjust, to trust that the care you're giving it will continue. Consistency isn't glamorous, but it's what turns progress into lasting transformation. Your skin has a cycle. It renews itself roughly every month. That means when you start a new routine or treatment, you're not going to see the real results overnight. What you're seeing in the first few weeks is your skin adjusting. It might even look worse before it gets better because the pores are clearing and the surface is renewing. This is normal. The key is to stay steady, to give your skin the time and environment it needs to recalibrate. Skincare is not about perfection, it's about persistence. But consistency isn't just about the products you use. It's also about the habits you build around them. Clean pillowcases, clean makeup brushes, and not touching your face throughout the day. These are small things that make a big difference. Every time you rest your face on a dirty surface or touch it with unwashed hands, you're transferring oil, bacteria, and debris straight into your pores. These are the little habits that either help your skin heal or hold it back without you realizing it. Your lifestyle plays an even bigger role. What you eat, how much you sleep, and how stressed you are, all of it shows up on your skin. When you're not getting enough rest, your body releases more cortisol, which triggers inflammation and oil production. That's why you can tell when someone's been running on little sleep, their skin looks tired, irritated, or inflamed. Good sleep isn't just for energy, it's when your skin does its most important repair work. During deep rest, your cells regenerate, collagen rebuilds, and the effects of daily stress start to fade. Missing out on that process is like skipping your most effective skincare treatment every night. Then there's stress. We've all had those moments. Everything's fine one week, and then life hits hard and suddenly your face is covered in breakouts. That's no coincidence. Stress changes your body's chemistry. It can disrupt hormones, slow healing, and throw your oil production into chaos. So while it's easy to focus on cleansers and serums, sometimes the best thing you can do for your skin is to breathe, step outside, and let your mind rest. The calmer you are inside, the calmer your skin tends to be on the outside. And let's not forget nutrition. What you put in your body is just as important as what you put on your skin. Diets high in sugar, processed foods, and dairy can trigger inflammation and hormonal changes that lead to acne. On the other hand, foods rich in antioxidants, omega-3s, and vitamins A and E can help your skin repair and protect itself naturally. Fresh vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, and plenty of water aren't just healthy habits, they're part of your skincare routine too. When your body is nourished, your skin reflects that health back at you. Sun protection also deserves a place in the conversation. After all the cleansing, exfoliating, and moisturizing, exposing unprotected skin to UV rays can undo everything you've worked for. Sun damage doesn't just cause wrinkles, it weakens your barrier and worsens hyperpigmentation left behind by acne. A lightweight, broad-spectrum sunscreen every day, rain or shine, keeps your skin protected and allows your efforts to last. Clear, healthy skin isn't just about what you fix today, it's about what you protect for tomorrow. And maybe the most overlooked part of maintenance is knowing when to step back. There's a temptation to keep adding products to chase every new trend that promises overnight results. But sometimes your skin doesn't need more, it needs less. It needs space to breathe and stabilize. Skincare isn't about controlling your skin every minute. It's about supporting it and trusting its ability to heal when given the right environment. When you respect that balance, your skin rewards you with long-term clarity and strength. So yes, acne can be stubborn, frustrating, and sometimes unpredictable. But once you learn your skin's rhythm, once you stop fighting it and start working with it, everything changes. Clear skin becomes less of a struggle and more of a natural outcome. The products, the techniques, the routines, they all matter. But what matters most is showing up for your skin every single day, even when you don't see immediate results. Because that consistency, that steady care, is what turns effort into transformation. Real results don't come from perfection, they come from persistence. And when you stay consistent, your skin eventually learns to do the same.